Hello and welcome to HTM LOL Friday. We're doing something new this time. We heard that on the PBE there's a new Twisted Treeline, and because there's three of us, it's like, why not try it out? So here we are. We're awesome. I am on.
We're just gonna
Headless Hecarim. I have a pumpkin for a head. We have Hat on Zombie Brand. Do your runaround thing.
Welcome to the Twisted Treeline.
Can you guys hear
Yes.
the scream?
yeah.
Okay, because it didn't play for me, but it is hilarious.
And we have special guest Mishi on special guest Elise. Hi.
I'm not a special.
You're always
guest,
special.
Part of this channel.
You're.
So we're pretty much just showing off the map. We're not going to be really, playing against people. It's just us three.
Don't mind me dancing. Just, being a zombie. Brains and all that.
Alright. So, we're looking at this from my perspective. I should have started E and boots or something. But oh well, we're gonna mosey along. As you can see, everything's wonderful and new and fancy and shiny. And there's actually a wall between the spawn point and the nexus. So it's much harder for turtling to happen on this map. And we have this wonderful, adorable new friend, shopkeeper guy who has a pumpkin for a head.
He is adorable.
I'd like to point out that where I'm standing, I can still buy things.
Ooh,
Oh, that must be a
well done.
bug.
I think it's a radius around the shop.
It's not
I
a
don't know
bug.
if
It's perfectly legitimate. All right. So on to what the rest of the map looks like. The turrets got
I totally
redone
forgot to
as
buy
well,
items.
funnily enough. So
I really like this.
Hat pointed out to me the first time we started playing that everything looks really washed out now, as opposed to how wonderful and colorful it
I
is.
just saw the face on the mini-map.
What face?
Oh yeah, in the mini map there's a face
Holy
at the top.
crap.
Cool.
There's
That freaked me out. I was like, what is... Oh my gosh, there's a face.
yeah, I noticed that. So let's start by explaining the altars.
So you stand on the altars, and they lock them for your team. And depending on how many of the altars you currently have locked, out of 2, they give you special abilities. So Tybalt, if you look at the buff it gives you, you see 1 altar controlled, and you get plus 4 gold per kill.
And then they have one of the Dominion speed thingies in the middle.
And if you capture the other one, I believe it gives you a 15% damage bonus?
I think it's 10%
Question mark?
attack damage and yep, 10% attack damage and
Oh.
ability
Yep.
power.
Cool.
And that locks them for
That is-
90 seconds? Yes.
I believe you retain the ability if they aren't recaptured.
Your enemy has to go and capture them after the 90 seconds are up.
From what I understand, Riot's attempt with this was to make the game faster, even though it was already supposed to be quicker than Summoner's Rift.
As you might have noticed, we started with 825 gold, I
Yes.
believe, as opposed to, we still start at level 1. It's not like Proving Grounds. I don't know if there's any buff to gold regen or any of that, but you do start with more gold.
If you look up here, there is no top jungle anymore. There's just Vile Maw's little cavern thing.
They merged the 2 jungles in with the intent to make junglers' lives easier.
Yeah, they only have to be in the middle now. They don't have to, roam up top. And that means everybody's a lot closer together because there's a lot fewer places to be on this map. It's very easy to run into
Look at the
people.
bridge.
What are we looking at?
I want to show them the bridge that I noticed.
The bridge.
If you come over
I see
here,
it. I'm looking at you.
there's this bridge in the background. I
That bridge?
noticed it. Maybe actually, that's a good point. But I just noticed that it was cool that this was kind of in the air now, and they actually put detail into what was in the background.
If you position your camera in the middle, all the way as far down as you can see all sorts of,
Ooh,
twisted trees.
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
They put a lot
It
of
looks
effort
really
into
cool.
everything here.
And I'm
just
really
have-
glad.
I'm just, I don't want to complain, but I feel like I have to. It's just, it doesn't feel like Twisted Treeline anymore.
Yeah, it
But it's
doesn't.
better.
I
Side
like,
note-
I
side
like
note,
Twisted. Sorry, go ahead.
Tybalt, is your graphics all up?
I don't think it needs to be. It looks the same to me.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's washed out. It doesn't feel like Twisted Treeline anymore.
It definitely does feel like a new map.
I liked Twisted Treeline because of the blues and stuff and the dark like colors. And this one's just very gray. I'm kind of hoping they might like brighten up or something after Halloween's passed.
That's what I've been wondering. I'm wondering if it's super, super creepy because Twisted Treeline is supposed to be creepy, or if it's super, super creepy because, you know, Halloween's coming out.
I just like the blues and like the purples and stuff. But
Yeah.
This just doesn't have that same feel. I love it to death, but it's just not Twisted Treeline in my eyes anymore.
It does feel like a complete different map. But in like the long scheme, I'm still kind of happy about it just because, oh my god, was Twisted Treeline hard to play on. And if I remember correctly from what Tybalt said, they did make it so a lot more champions are actually viable on this map. So you're not kind of guessing what's viable or not.
Yeah.
One thing you could definitely notice is if you look at all the quote-unquote walls, you can't jump over any of these. They're too thick.
Which is good because the place is so small, you don't need to be jumping over anything.
Yeah, Ezreal's gonna have a lot harder time to get away. Like, you could jump at these small things, like into the minion camps. There's thin walls, but it's not gonna be nearly as annoying as it was.
You can still blink around and stuff, but it's not like Flash is going to be too OP on this map.
You can't flash into like the top mid bushes anymore, like because it's too thick. I'm pretty sure you can't flash.
Even though the place is smaller, it's still kind of, you know,
It's about the same length, I think.
Yeah, it's just there's not a lot of places to hide.
It might even be longer.
Which it does kind of make it nice because if you're trying to gank, you know, if your opponents aren't paying attention and you leave the lane, you're immediately in the next lane. So it makes it easier to gank, which is probably a good thing and a bad thing.
Brand just sort of stares up into the sky with like a dumb zombie look when he recalls.
Which Hecarim got a new recall
But would you like to show the
What would I like to show?
the new mobs in the jungle? I figured we would just run through and show them all.
Yeah, the wolves and golems and stuff have all been reskinned.
The wolves look like little ghost wolves, and you have no idea how incredibly happy that makes me.
This jungle's consistent now,
Yeah,
isn't it? Whereas
everything spawns in the same place. You're not going to have that random race spawning in one place and then, you know, the wolf spawning in the other place.
That was kind of silly.
I don't think there are any buff monsters anymore.
I don't think there are either.
Sure.
They do look really cool.
I guess they took out all the buffs in place of these altars. That's kind of...
I guess it works.
You can relock these, right?
No.
I'm sure.
I don't think you can relock them.
After you've taken them?
Yeah.
Maybe if, like, the enemy tries to take them.
I don't know how that interacts, but maybe it's put in place so you can't dominate the jungle the entire game. It's not as easily.
Yeah.
If that is the case, I don't really like it. It's not really a fight then.
We'll have to see how that interacts when there's two people
Well,
standing
you
on
have
it.
to fight over the altars, and there's all sorts of nonsense that can go wrong with that.
So one thing I really want to talk about is the new items that they added exclusively for Twisted
Yes,
Treeline.
I already bought one of them. Soulsight Lantern. It is essentially Wiggle's Lantern, but the unique active is different. And
the ward is what is it, a 10-second ward instead of a permanent
yeah,
one?
it's a 10-second. I can see over there, and I can see anybody in stealth. It's kind of like Corky's old phosphorus bomb.
I'm pretty sure there's another item in the game, Hextech Sweeper, that has the same active. But I just want to point out my new favorite item is the Blackfire Torch. It is made with Cage's Pick and the Catalyst. And it gives you ability power, health, and mana, as expected. But its passive is that your spells burn an additional 5% of the target's maximum health through magic damage over 3 seconds, which is halved if you use AoE spells. But it gives all your spells a burning effect, and I love it. On brand, that's like twice the burn.
It looks like a more, damage over time oriented Deathfire Grasp. So you're still doing a lot of percent health damage, but
it is magic damage, so you can mitigate it with MR, but 5% is 5%. I mean, Brand does 2% of his health, or their max health through magic damage on spells. So...
one of the items that I didn't notice before that Hecarim has, suggested, is the Overlord's Bloodmail. It comes from Giant's Belt and Ruby Crystal, and it's like 850 health, and then on passive, on kill or assist, gain 200 HP over 5 seconds.
So, this mode has a replacement for Rabadon's Death Cap, which is Wooglet's Witchcap.
I like that in Wooglet's. I think it's fun to say.
So it's cheaper, it's built only out of a needlessly large rod, and I think 1,100 gold after that. It gives less ability power. It lowers the increased AP by 30% to 25%, or 33. But it also gives you 10% movement speed buff.
Which is kind of nice.
So it's easier to get Rabadons, not quite as strong, but the movement speed is really nice.
And then my new favorite item, Lord Van Dam's Pillager, which is the 80 caster item we should have gotten on Summoner's Rift. It builds from Heart of Gold and Brutalizer, attack damage, health, cooldown reduction, armor penetration, and spell vamp.
It gives spell vamp for 80 characters.
Yay.
Yay.
What else do we have? I'll go ahead and mention the consumables now. You can't buy any of the elixirs. You can't buy wards.
Oh.
What? You can't buy wards.
You cannot buy wards.
That makes... Oh my goodness. That makes this map incredibly dangerous.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That's... Yeah, so you might want to be biting those lanterns and stuff.
The Ichor of Rage gives you attack damage, attack speed, and 15% increased damage to turrets.
That's what I wanted to say, is these things have basically become debuffs. Except, I guess that one specifically for turrets. The Ichor of Illumination gives you ability power based on level, 15% cooldown reduction, and it looks like a blue buff, but also counts for energy regeneration.
Wonderful.
Interesting. So is that kind of how you get buffs then?
I think so. They cost 500 each. They last for 4 minutes, and it's kind of worth it. I'm going to go test out the Illumination Ichor to see just how much mana regen it gives. What's another item they've added?
Let's see.
Magic ability.
They brought the Hextech Sweeper over.
I think you could already get some of the... maybe not. They might have...
They took out some interesting items. You can't buy Magi Soul Stealer on Twisted Treeline. I see.
I guess that prevents you from snowballing too
Yeah.
hard. Maybe they have that.
Not seeing anything else new.
There's a couple. You just have to look through each category. Yeah. Lord Van Dam's Pillager. Where are they? I know there's more. They're all like fantastic too.
Yeah, there was one that was like the crit cloak and something else. Here we go, Wicked Hatchet. Crit coat and a longsword, 20 attack damage, 18% crit strike. Your basic attacks inflict grievous wounds on the enemy champion. Oh wow! So your auto attacks are just constantly applying ignite. Well, at least the heal reduction effect. That's amazing.
And then we have Blade of the Ruined King, which actually builds out of the Bilgewater Cutlass, which finally gives that item another purpose. 40 attack damage, 10% lifesteal. You have a passive of dealing 4% of target's health and magic damage, and heals you for half that amount. So that's like the AD Blackfire torch.
Wow.
And it's got a unique active where it drains target champion, dealing 150 plus 50% of your attack damage, and healing you by that same amount. Additionally, you steal 30% of their movement speed for 2 seconds.
This one's amazing!
It's... oh... It's only on a 60-second cooldown.
Oh, man.
I would also like to note that they have changed the music from what I noticed.
Oh,
so
that's
nice.
Music off, so...
They canceled out Bloodthirster and replaced it with Sanguine Blade.
Which was only available on, what was it, Dominion, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different item.
Cool.
So you saw the Overlord's Bloodmail. That's like the HP version of Catalyst. On kill or assist, gain 200 HP.
I would also like to note that the way they redid the map, something that I always hated about Twisted Treeline was I felt like if you went top, you had to go like completely in a loop to get to your lane. And now everyone, does that make sense?
It felt like it took longer to get to top.
It looks about the same to me. I don't get the comparison.
Well, like one went right out and like almost a line. The other one kind of like went around and looped down, and it was weird.
Okay, guys, we have one more thing to show.
Okay.
Vile Maw.
Oh yeah, Vile Maw.
Are we ready for that?
You're level 9. I have new Wiggles, and Ninja Tabi, and Surge and Smite. We should be fine. So, Mishi, whenever you want to join us.
I activated the Illumination Ichor. It's kind of a lot of mana. It looks like just about a blue buff.
Alright, let's kick its butt.
Ooh, no items.
Vile Maw is the Baron of Twisted Treeline. He does that.
Oh,
he can grab us all and pull us all in.
I totally forgot about that.
Mishi, you can't be the closest one to him. Mishi. He works just like Baron. He attacks the closest person. Well then, he kicked our butts.
I told you.
Oh god.
Yeah. He does not give any shits.
Well, we're putting that on camera.
Whew.
Yeah. So, in order to take him on, you need to be, like, really far in the game. This isn't the derpy dragon, you know, Abimont, where you can be like, oh, it's 5 minutes in, let's go ahead and get it, we can probably do it. No, this you need to wait. Like, this is the final goal of the map. And I would assume that if you win, that's GG from there. But I have not personally seen what buff it gives you, because I haven't personally not killed it, so.
I'd like to point out I died, but I kept the Ichor's effect.
Yeah, that's how elixirs
It does not
work.
disappear on death.
All elixirs do that.
So, let me see if having a rod makes this any different.
Oh, we're trying it again?
Nah, I'm just being derps. Yep, that's not working. So yeah, this is Twisted Treeline now.
I personally really like it. I do kind of miss the old one because I don't know, but
It's
it's more. I think this works.
don't get me wrong, I love this map, but I don't know, it's different.
And I do think that Riot's going to be putting a lot more work into Twisted Treeline. I think they've already talked about putting co-op in it. And if you're on the PBE and you're looking at spectator mode, it's all Twisted Treeline. So hopefully that's going to be a thing. I would love to see Twisted Treeline actually, you know, be something that, you know, esports, be something that people want to play, not that they just kind of play it because why not?
Yeah. I just noticed they put bushes right outside the enemy turrets.
Mm-hmm. There are bushes also along the sides of the altars. So much nonsense can happen.
Yeah.
This is just out of turret range? Is that true? That's great.
I don't know. I killed the turret, sorry.
It has to be out of turret range. I mean, wow.
The jungle creeps give so much gold on this map.
I cannot wait to see the shenanigans that are going to ensue with this map.
Brand with his toxic
Okay,
Yeah,
stuff.
so-
they're all the items, correct?
Yes.
Go ahead and double check. So we've gotten Hat's opinion on this. Let's get Tibble. Tibble, what do you think of the new Twisted Treeline?
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I didn't like the old Twisted Treeline. I felt it was unbalanced and annoying, and I couldn't use any of the characters I liked on that map. It's just like you had to use a specific subset of characters, and it sucked.
That was a problem that I had. I'm big into the AP mages, and mages just did not. No, they didn't work on this. But I just love the way it looks. It looks so creepy, and it looks fun, and it fits in with Halloween coming up, and it's everything that I like. I like creepy. This is amazing. Could you imagine having a Halloween party here?
But I do agree that I did like the old Twisted Treeline aesthetic, so I don't know.
I just hope they brighten it up just a touch. Maybe make
I
the
wouldn't
grass
mind
not
it.
dead. Look, the grass is dead. It's just, you can't even... That's another issue I have. It's really hard to see the bushes.
Yeah.
Have
but
you
then
noticed
again,
that?
Twisted Treeline, I feel like it's supposed to go on the aspect of dead and haunted and creepy. So, as much as I did like the coloring of the other one, I feel like this fits Twisted Treeline better. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
But
Like-
I actually have a legitimate concern of this because the bushes, they're so gray, they blend right in with the rest of it. It's really hard to see.
I can't believe that you can't have wards here. That's going to be extremely insane. That means that champions like Nidalee and Caitlyn who have the traps are going to be really viable on this map because that's the only vision you're going to get.
And Teemo's just going to be amazing.
Oh my god. God forbid they do something about Teemo. But yeah, so I think those are going to be the heavy late champions, and I would highly suggest them on this map just for the fact that you don't have wards. A team, like, what was the team that we played? Oh, it was Maokai, Nidalee, and Teemo. Like, that'll probably be an amazing team comp on this map just because wards for days.
That is a very interesting choice. We'll see how this plays out.
All right. Hat, do you have a chance of
ready?
getting Wooglets yet, or?
Oh, why?
I've been farming up so we can kill Vilemall. What have you been doing?
I've been derping around talking about the map.
At this 10 farm, I have 113.
All right. We're gonna try Vilemall again. Mishy, let me tank it.
No! No!
Darn it.
There's no wards. I can't teleport to them. Riot!
What?
I can't use my teleport to ward shenanigans.
Oh no!
No!
Hang on. My smite's on cooldown.
Vilemall's derping. Vilemall's on his derping.
How is he derping?
Ah! Riot, why?
Derp. Look at him. Look at him
You
go.
see him? Yeah, oh, he's derping.
I don't think he likes you.
I want a
I'm
hug.
Spider.
Can I have a hug? No, don't attack him, Brand! Brand!
Hat!
That was Brand's fault.
Zombie Brand doesn't have a brain.
Derp.
Okay, let's do this. Leroy!
Alright.
And he retreats back into his cave instead of just dying. Alright, health and
I
mana
think
are
that
regenerating, and this champion has increased attack speed and CDR.
That's definitely a nice buff to cream the.
So it's Baron,
Essentially.
sort of.
Baron doesn't give attack speed and CDR, he gives attack damage and ability power.
Something I would also like to notice. Typical Stan Wolverine is.
Look at my buff. I like dance out of it. That's silly.
Derp.
Derp.
Alright.
Okay, so see me, pretend I'm the enemy team. Oh wow, I can see everything that they're doing. So that makes that very hard to get Vilemall without them noticing.
Vilemall is going to be so insane. Hopefully he'll be just as insane as Baron.
And keep in mind, we're 23 minutes into this game and we barely did that. And so...
We could just play
it's definitely-
Anivia and wall up one of the sides.
That is true.
Anivia is probably going to be more viable on this map than she is now.
So, have we discussed all the new items?
Yes.
I can't find any more.
Alright, are we done then? Did we go over everything that we wanted to do? Any final words?
I'm going to main Hecarim on this map. I want to see how we interact with the other summoner font. I want to see how close we can get to it before it kills us.
That is a good point.
Well, let's
So,
dive in. Okay.
first off, let's see, what if I'm standing here? That's the
Oh
turret.
god, I'm dead.
Yeah.
If you step on the stairs, you die.
By the way, that's my death animation. I love you, Riot.
You
Yes.
turn into a tombstone.
In the hand. Yeah, I think it was like the third step. You step on it, you die.
Alright.
Maybe
Oh,
the
there's
Hey, are you
that.
guys watching? Are you guys watching?
No, because...
Watch me. Watch me.
What?
Lol.
To her.
How'd that work out for
Wonderfully. Alright. Is that it?
I think that's it.
Thank you all very much for watching. We hope to battle you all on Twisted Treeline. And do lots of wonderful videos on this.
Yes, I am so excited to PvP and ranked on this. You have no idea.
you? I can't teleport anymore. Ah.
Well, everyone, thank you for watching, and I hope you learned lots. And we will see you soon.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Every day I'm shambling. He actually says that.